Thank you so much. Today's chief guest, Dr. Sitaraman Saab, Nimge Tumba Tumba Swagta Mattu Abhinandana, Amit Agnihotri ji, Dr. Geoff Perry, Professor Elios, my very distinguished colleagues, many of them, Professor Harivansh, Professor Goyal, Professor Chandan, so many people, and thank you, Professor Patro, and very distinguished IIFT professors, and very distinguished, scholars who have come from, across the country and other places also. And let me be, welcome each one of you at this institute, which is very unique, that we talk of trade, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. And I am so happy that you organized the conference at IIFT, because today everybody talks of trade. Even in America, the elections are being, contested only for trade. The President of America says that I'll make your life, very rosy, give more money in your pockets, low inflation, more money, only if I can restrict, import of the goods in America by increasing the tariff. So trade has become center of stage, and I'm so fortunate to the Almighty that today everybody is talking of trade. There is no discussion on the earth in any forum, chahe chai ki dukaan hai wo, in a remote corner of, say, Tishnapalli or Kochi, anybody taking a tea, even in Jharkhand, everybody talks of Donald Trump. Most of people do not know who he is all about, but incidentally, yesterday I wrote an article which I telling that Donald Trump deserves Nobel Prize for Outlook. And I said that he deserves Nobel Prize in economics. Peace to aap log de dijiye, because I don't want to enter into the politics, because he has completely rattled the system. And I have also written that he is very predictable. His predictability is unpredictability. What happens today is no more relevant tomorrow. And this is on which I think we need to work. And herein one AI can support. So far I know that, we have to be intelligent. Now today I know that you have to be artificially intelligent. Now the whole world has become so artificial. हम आते हैं तो थोड़ा मेकअप कर लेते हैं जैसे artificial लगा. There is a, packaging institutes also. Product अंदर क्या है पता नहीं, ₹1 के product पे ₹9 की packaging लगाते हैं. And then, I'm sure that you know about it, why a product is not getting a better price in the market is packaging is not good. And when you go to the, institute, placement के लिए company आती है, कहते हैं आपके बच्चे को आता तो सब है, but उनकी packaging ठीक नहीं है. They are not presentable. So artificial. So I'm so happy to know that even intelligence is artificial. Now there are two views on that intelligence. One view is which says that if the AI has come, it will, probably will become superfluous. So human intelligence is not required because artificial intelligence is there. And Amit ji has done so great research, who says that 90% people feel that it is good, 51% find it good, it is better than 85% of the memory that the human being can do, and then he comes to 96% will say after a few years that is better than human beings. So that is all about artificial intelligence. Anyway, I am not an expert, because there are many experts. Goyal Saab hai hamare, he is a complete expert in in electronics, artificial intelligence. I don't know what experts think about it, but let me tell you, an expert is a person who knows more and more, and you become more and more about less and less. And you become ultimate expert when you know everything about nothing. So we are moving that direction with artificial intelligence. And Amit ji was saying that, it helps to more to the lower people and not to the higher people, but all of us use it. I incidentally never used it, but one of the brightest professor came to me, economics professor, he told me, sir, why don't you use this? And when I use this, it's amazing. तो जिस काम के अंदर 5 घंटे लगते थे वो 5 मिनट में हो जाता है. The speed is amazing. But please remember the old saying that technology is a good tool but a bad master. Never ever make technology your master. Because to err is human, इंसान गलती करता है, but to make a complete mesh of things you require technology. And technology is here. Only time will tell you. Because we work on economic research, and therefore in this paper particularly I have written about that the new economic thoughts are coming. So far the whole concept of globalization, we were researching, teaching, talking, everything. So globalization is there has to be free trade. A product should move very freely. So globalization is reducing trade boundaries, no tariff, no tax, free movement of the people. तो पहले आप में, and there were the concept was going under the WTO was that MFN, the uniform tariff, and the tariffs have reduced in the last 100 years. But in America, which has a tariff of 3% 6 months before, the tariff has gone to 18-19% now, and as good as 100 years before. And then why so much of the progress has taken place? Technology, yes, wherein a product is made in n number of countries, about a dozen countries. Any product, this phone is made at least in a dozen countries because different components, and technology has made it possible. And technology, तो अब उन्होंने कहा कि अगर आप अमेरिका आएंगे तो आपको $1,00,000 जो है देना पड़ेगा for getting the work visa. So whatever happened in the last 2-3 days, you know it better. But always remember, what is true today is not going to be true tomorrow. And something which is going to remain unchanged is the change. And something which is going to be certain is uncertainty, and we are at the height of uncertainty. But I don't say that there will be not much change. So something which is very predictable in future is unpredictability, and it is where AI probably can help us. Because it processes the information which I think we do not process. Not the human brain cannot process. But please try to understand, psychologists are here, they will tell you, देखो, to remember something is easier than to forget. याद करना आसान है, कोई भी चीज पढ़ लो, याद कर लो, but you cannot forget. You try but you will not forget. For that we need to go to the doctor. कि साहब याद नहीं रहता है, वो भूल नहीं रहा हूं मैं. डॉक्टर दवा देता है, बड़ी कॉम्प्लेक्स दवा देता है, वो दवा को खाइए फिर सोइए. नींद आ जाए तो ईश्वर की मर्जी है, फिर भी नहीं आती है. And therefore it is very essential that we forget. And when you sleep, a psychologist will tell you, there is erasing of the memory. सिर्फ millions of thoughts come in a day. रात को सोते तो कुछ भूल जाते हैं. And 99% of the things you do today, you will forget after say 1 week's time. क्योंकि सब याद रखेंगे तो हम पागल हो जाएंगे ना. And therefore we require technology. So technology is not brighter than us, it is a servant to us, because we don't want to keep all that kachara in our brain. और एस्थेटिक वाले कहेंगे कि साफ सफाई में रहते हो ना तो अच्छे रहते हो. बहुत सारे लोग अपने नोट साफ रखते हैं, अपनी टेबल साफ रखते हैं, घर साफ रखते हैं, so they are brighter. But the problem is the proliferation of information made your brain a dustbin. और अगर ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन से आदमी इंटेलिजेंट होता तो लाइब्रेरियन शुड बी द मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट मैन ऑन द अर्थ. बट वो तो होता नहीं है. प्रोफेसर इज मोर इंटेलिजेंट. प्रोफेसर थिंक सो, आई डोंट से. स्टूडेंट्स आर मोर इंटेलिजेंट. जल्दी समझ जाओगे तो फायदा है. एंड आई थिंक therefore I think it is ability of the professionals, of the faculty and in the management to integrate the technology with our different activities, any of the managerial activities, functional activities, whatever you think. So, and that is I think wherein it can support. मैंने भी ट्राई किया, बहुत सारे लोगों को कहता हूँ यार एक नोट लिख लाओ जरा, आज FTA ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट हो रहा है, वो आई गॉट वेरी ब्राइटर यंग PhD स्कॉलर्स, खड़ाक से एक प्रिंट निकाल लाते हैं. अब भाई 1 घंटे में कैसे किया? नहीं साहब हमने कर लिया. आई नो दे हैव टेकन फ्रॉम many of people are using AI. मैंने उसको एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर को कहा यार कैंटीन वाले को एक जरा वो दे दो शो कॉज नोटिस, खड़ाक से. और मैंने कहा इतनी तो अच्छी तेरी अंग्रेजी नहीं है. उसने कहा कि हमने तो AI से निकाल लिया. कंप्लेंट करते लोग AI से निकाल के, एनोनिमस. AI makes the complaint. So multiplicity of the things happens with AI. So it's a great tool. So secret of success lies in integrating it what we are doing. मैंने बहुत बार लिख के देखा, but I find that if I write myself, it is at least 20 times better than what AI can give. क्योंकि AI does not have neither the selection, nor the choice of the word, nor it has got that analytical capability that the brain has got. Even the first choice of the word which comes in the human brain, and best of the computer today, technology expert बैठे हैं आपको बताएंगे, is speedier 100 times than any of the supercomputers ever innovated on the earth. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि you need to find out the areas where human being has got a better competency, where you have got a better competency in the task that you are doing, and where the AI has got a better competency, and it has to be a combination of that. So I think with this, there are so many speakers I have to end. तो लास्ट में एक वेद मंत्र आप जरूर बोले मेरे साथ. ओम सहना भवतु. We should live together with the technology. सहनो भुनत्तु. हम साथ साथ जो है अपनी एनर्जी बढ़ाएं. टेक्नोलॉजी ऑल्सो. सहवीर्यम करवा वहे. वीर यह हमारी स्ट्रेंथ साथ साथ बढ़े, टेक्नोलॉजी की भी बढ़े और हमारी भी बढ़े. मां वी दिशा वहे. जोर से बोलो. लेकिन टेक्नोलॉजी भी स्ट्रांग हो जाए और हम भी स्ट्रांग हो जाएं तो एक दूसरे से फाइट ना कर रहे हैं. अदरवाइज यू विल गो एंड सी द हॉलीवुड मूवी. व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन. सो थैंक यू. नमस्कार. वड़क्कम.